Welcome to Channel AMEC, your insight to the Australian visa system. Good day everyone, my name is Carl Young, your online YouTube visa consultant. Are you interested about Migrate to Australia? Why don't you consider to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell on the side so once you have all the updates and news, you'll be the first one getting all the insight. Alright, so with all the policy changes in regards to the 485 visa, the post-study visa, post-study work visa, and also the amendments or possible change on the point test system, which we have reported in our previous video. Well, there has been a lot of concern. Now, has the great Australian migration dream actually vanished? Well, I have just read a news article this morning from the Koala News, which is usually the media platform for all the international educations. Well, it reads with the title, the demand has shifted to USA according to the IDP research. Interestingly. Now, why do they say that? Obviously, you may want to Google and read the full media documents, but I don't want to bore you about that. But the reason they said about the demand shifted to USA is because what they have been cutting a lot of numbers for international student numbers in UK, Canada, Australia, and also in New Zealand. Now that drives a lot of other original international students to have an option to have a look, possibly going to USA. Now you may ask, well, why didn't USA cut their numbers too? Well, USA is a very large country actually, and it does promote a more of freedom. But I mean, it has much more freedom than any other countries compared to the choices of university schools and visas. There's so many private colleges and private universities in USA, and compared to the policy and regulation in Canada and Australia and also UK, it's actually very hard to actually find private university in any other English-speaking countries. So in comparison, USA is much more free in regards to that, and also you can see how the innovations and technology is actually going on in USA as well. So by means there's not much of restrictions in USA. Now, would the international student actually go there? I don't think the IDP research, probably they have found a lot of interest, but driving the existing interest, international student wanted to go to Australia, Canada or UK, redirect them to USA, I don't think it's really that easy. First of all, the pricings on the academic costs is a lot more higher than in USA compared to any other countries. And also the cost of living in USA. Now, obviously, if you want to go study internationally or abroad, you want to go to good schools. You don't want to go to bad private school or institutional colleges in USA just to get your study abroad dreams. So I really doubt about the numbers going there. Now, what happened is, I believe from my research and survey, in the post-pandemic world, obviously the driving of the inflation on cost of living and how the geopolitical issue between US, China, Russia and Europe has drive up all the cost of livings. So we're actually in a period of our history of mankind that it's very awkward. It's a big changes. So I believe the new policies that has been designed and to be pulled out by later of 2024, either in Australia, New Zealand, Canada and UK, will have a major shift of a new trend of skill migration and study abroad international students. So it's not gonna be a long-term stuff. However, it does disadvantage to a lot of existing international students who are already studying in Australia, in New Zealand, in Canada, and in UK, because all these changes will have mostly negative effects on these people, because these people come to Australia with the plan of the existing migration system, but once it changed, a lot of these existing international students will not be beneficial towards the new changes coming up. Although I noticed that in the discussion paper for the new point test system for Australia, they did mention on a grandfathering or some sort of grandfathering law allowing the old skilled migrants or the existing international student who came into Australia to actually be moving forward with the old system. However, I don't think that will provide much of opportunity there, because there are just so many international students currently studying in Australia. If they all give the opportunity to migrate, then obviously that would be too many people to actually fill out all the quota for the upcoming years and years. Especially we know since the cutting of all these quota, I believe next year, I don't think Australia or any other country, for example Canada and UK, will actually dramatically increase their immigration quota. So that will be the major trend. So there are people with smile, and most of people, obviously, viewers like you are the existing international student, will really be disadvantaged and dissatisfactory in regards to the changes coming up. So again, let's going back to the topic, talking about the demand shift to USA. Is it true? Yes, there will be a few, but I don't think, well, counting on the actual circumstances in USA, it's much more dearer on the cost, the program, university or colleges prices, much more costly. Usually it's about double of what Australia's offer. Obviously we're talking about the good universities, and then the environment. If you go there living, obviously USA is huge and a lot of city can choose, but the cost of living there, I don't think it's much any cheaper. Some places, for example, the big cities, New York, Los Angeles, San Francisco, is much, or Seattle is much dearer in compare to the living costs in Australia. So would they actually go to USA? I doubt it. And also the other things, I don't think USA allows international students to study trade courses. I never seen any. So again, if your goal is to become a professional chef, usually they won't pick places like going to USA. And I never really think there were any, but if there's any, please let me know. I just haven't seen a massive number of international students going to USA to study trade courses, for example carpentry, electricians, plumbers. I don't think personally I have never heard of those courses for international students in USA. Anyway, should you have more question query, more than welcome to leave comment right down below, and I see you next video. Goodbye.